What is up everybody and welcome back to another Among Us video, and in this video we're going to be answering the question, what happens if you leave the ship in Among Us? Rumor has it that you can spot a ship when you leave the spacecraft in Among Us, and something very strange will happen when you see it. I actually managed to spot this spaceship, and I'm here to tell you everything that I witnessed. So make sure that you watch this video all the way through so you don't miss out on the special event that took place. And before we get any further into this video, I do want to mention that 70% of you have not hit that subscribe button, which means that you're missing out on Among Us Darkest Secrets. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button with all post notifications turned on, and drop a like on this video if you do enjoy. But now let's go over the mystery of this ship. Let's get started. So while I was playing Among Us, I was wandering around the map of Skeld, and I asked myself a question that I'm sure you've asked yourself as well. What happens if you were to leave the ship in Among Us? Is there any possible way of entering a new planet? Or revealing some dark secrets that Among Us is hiding? Those are a few questions that I was asking myself as I was looking around. There is a lot of mystery surrounding the game of Among Us, with many strange creatures appearing in the game, and I'm here to reveal a secret and give a story behind it. This secret has to do with leaving the ship in Among Us and discovering a new ship out in the distance. I decided to put this method to the test by turning into a ghost and leaving each map to see if I could spot anything strange. And I'm here to show you everything that I witnessed. So let's begin with the map of Mira HQ. So I gathered a few of my friends and it's time to explore the galaxy, and hopefully we can find this ship that everyone is talking about. So the first map that we're going to be testing is Mira HQ. Mira HQ is a spaceship that can be found on planet Earth. And I'm pretty sure you guys know why. The entire map is covered with clouds in the background. The ship is also not moving, which means that the crewmates just decided to settle here, which is planet Earth. So the best location to test out this method is in the center of the map, which has 3 intersections. So once my friends finally arrive to this location, I'm gonna have one of them kill me, so that my ghost can leave the map and explore. So my friend Young ended up killing me. I'm a ghost now, so I'm gonna go explore the clouds. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that your ghost is moving towards the right. Your ghost will continue to move, and you will see that the clouds in the background are also moving with you. So I stayed here for a few minutes and nothing happened. All I could see was an endless amount of clouds. As I was looking at the clouds, I began to question, could there be any monsters out here? That might be a story for another video. So nothing ended up showing up, so let's move on to the next map. Let's go to Polis. So me and the boys got back in the ship and it's now time to go to the map of Polis, which is a different planet. So when we all spawned in, I wanted to look around the entire map to look for the best location to test out this method. The location that I decided to go with was in the laboratory, which was one of the locations that the captain managed to encounter Crono. And I'd recommend that you check out that video, by the way. So when all my friends arrived, I saw to the left of me the telescope. I opened up the telescope, and this was also one of the locations that I managed to see Riot, who is known as one of the biggest imposters in all of Among Us. I looked around in the telescope to see if I could see anything suspicious, but at the moment I saw nothing. There are so many unknown planets in Among Us, and locations that we have yet to discover. Hopefully one day we can discover these locations and solve many mysteries in Among Us. So once I finished looking at the telescope, I got my friend Lazy Dog to kill me. I was a ghost now, so I went up as much as possible to look around and see if I could spot anything. I looked around the entire top portion of the map, and all I could see was empty space. I looked around as much as possible. I checked every corner of this mysterious planet, and nothing was showing up. Looks like we might have to go to the map of Skeld. So now it's time to go to our last and final destination, which is the Skeld. While I was in the main lobby, I looked around and I noticed that this is just a spaceship, but nobody knows how the outside looks like. I started off the match and now it's time to go into the map of Skeld, which is another spaceship. I then made my way over to weapons and you can see the vast amount of space out in the distance. I wanted to look around the map because I wanted to see what would be the best location to explore space and hopefully find this ship that everyone is talking about. While I was in navigation, you can see the vast amount of space from this location. And navigation is also the place where the ship is controlled and moved around from place to place. So navigation will be a possible candidate. I then made my way over to shields. I looked around for a bit and it doesn't look that promising. I looked around in storage and you can barely see any space. It's just the border of the ship. So now it was time to check the opposite side of the map, which is reactor, and this is also the location that fuels the entire ship. Since you could hardly see any space just like the other locations that I mentioned, the location that I'm gonna be testing out this method is in weapons. So I called all my friends to go into weapons, and let's see if we can spot this ship. My friend Young was once again the imposter and he killed me. Now it's time for the moment of truth. I made my way outside of the map as a ghost, and I started to travel to the far right side of the map. You can see the vast amount of stars in the background. Your character will begin to go further and further away from the ship, and the further that I went, the least amount of stars I began to see, which I find quite interesting. As I was moving to the right, my screen began to dim down. And that is when I saw a spaceship getting closer and closer to me out in the distance. Is that the ship that everyone is talking about? I was really excited after witnessing this event. I wonder who's controlling this ship. Before I could get any more excited, a flash of blue light appeared on my screen. Is that Crono? Crono appeared out in the distance right next to the ship, and he got closer and closer to it until eventually the ship was nowhere to be seen. If you would like me to continue the story of this mysterious ship in Among Us, let's see if we can get this video to 20,000 likes. I do also want to give a massive shout out to Kitty King for helping me produce this video. If you would like to support a smaller creator, make sure to go check out his channel and subscribe to him. Also, if you're new to the channel and want to see more Among Us story videos, make sure that you hit that subscribe button with all post notifications turned on. And while you're at it, make sure that you check out one of these Among Us story videos that are found on my channel.